Hi boys and girls, I'm back to read to you today. I want to give you a sneak peek before I start reading of what it looks like when teachers work from home and they have a meeting. So I am ready for my meeting on top, ready for the camera, and then pajama pants and slippers on the bottom. So I'm working comfy. Wanted to give you a sneak peek and a little insider secret that I think most of your teachers look like this today because we all have meetings. So today I want to read to you one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors. It's called Wilfred McDonald Partridge, and it's written by Mem Fox, and the pictures are by Julie Vives. A great story about a little boy who tries to be helpful with an older neighbor. There was once a small boy called Wilfred McDonald Partridge, and what's more, he wasn't very old either. His house was next door to an old people's home, and he knew all of the people who lived there. He liked Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. He listened to Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. He played with Mr. Tippett, who was crazy about cricket. He ran errands for Miss Mitchell, who walked with a wooden stick. He admired Mr. Drysdale, who had the voice like a giant. But his favorite person of all was Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper, because she had 4 names just like he did. He called her Miss Nancy, and he told her all of his secrets. Wonder what secrets he had. One day, Wilfred Gordon heard his mother and father talking about Miss Nancy. "Poor old thing," said his mother. "Why is she a poor old thing?" asked Wilfred Gordon. "Because she lost her memory," said his father. "It isn't surprising," said his mother. "After all, she is 96. "What's a memory?" asked Wilfred Gordon. He was always asking questions. "It's something you remember," said his father. But Wilfred Gordon wanted to know more, so he called on Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something warm, my child, something warm." He called on Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something from long ago, me lad, something from long ago." See, I can even put my leg up and get comfy when I'm at home and not reading in front of a class of first graders. He called on Mr. Tippett, who was crazy about cricket. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something that makes you cry, my boy, something that makes you cry." He called on Miss Mitchell, who walked with a wooden stick. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something that makes you laugh, my darling, something that makes you laugh." He called on Mr. Drysdale, who had the voice like a giant. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something as precious as gold, young man, something as precious as gold." I forgot to use my giant voice on that line. So Wilfred Gordon went home again to look for memories for Miss Nancy, because she had lost her own. He must love Miss Nancy an awful lot. He looked for the shoebox of shells he had found long ago last summer, and he put them gently in a box. He found the puppet on strings, which always made everyone laugh, and he put that in the basket. He remembered with sadness the medal where his grandfather had given him, and he placed it gently next to the shells. Next, he found his football, which was as precious as gold. And last of all, on his way to Miss Nancy's, he went into the hen house and took a fresh, warm egg from under the hen. Thought maybe I skipped a page there. Then Wilfred Gordon called on Miss Nancy and gave her each thing one by one. "What a dear, strange child to have brought me all these wonderful things," thought Miss Nancy, and then she started to remember. She held the warm egg and told Wilfred Gordon about the tiny speckled blue eggs she had once found in a bird's nest in her aunt's garden. She put a shell to her ear, and she remembered going to the beach by tram long ago and how she felt in her button-up boots. She touched the metal and talked sadly of the big brother she had loved, who had gone to war and never returned. She smiled at the puppet on strings and remembered the one she had shown to her sister and how she had laughed with a mouthful of porridge. She bounced the football to Wilfred Gordon and remembered the day she had met him and all the secrets they had told. And the two of them smiled and smiled because Miss Nancy's memory had been found again by a small boy who wasn't so very old either. Okay, before I sign off with you today, I just want to tell you we are super proud of all of you who are working hard to keep up with your lessons. We know it's not easy, but we're proud of you for sticking with it. It's going to be really important that you stick with your lessons so that when we start school up in the fall, you are ready to rock. All right, have a good week, Roadrunners, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.